We had everything. I mean, it was a glorious day. We had sun, we had wind, we had a short monsoon for a few minutes. But most importantly, Smarty Jones was here. The fans got to see him. He walked the walking ring a couple of times. He was in the winner's circle. I thought really the moment of the day was when Rodney Eckenrode, who's Equistar Farm, is where Smarty stands now, and Mario Arriaga, who's Smarty's longtime group, came by the winner's circle the first time. Pat Chapman went out to say hi to Mario, and she said, you know what, I think I'll get involved in this. And then she helped walk the horse around the walking ring and then back to the winner's circle. That was very poignant. But yeah, it was just a really fun day, and I think anybody that was here will never forget it.
You know, they wondered whether Smarty being on the track for the first time in 15 years with a big crowd might get a little amped up, might get a little antsy, but he certainly behaved himself, Dick, and it was really cool to see how the crowd reacted to him. You know, as he passed the winner's circle and kind of made his way over to the walking ring, everybody started rushing over there to get their spots. And, you know, basically, from the time they had a chance to start doing so, they cheered him from beginning to end.
Yeah, I mean, they've been waiting 15 years to see him. And I know on the show yesterday, there was Kelsey interviewed a woman from North Carolina. Who was here in 2004 and drove back up to be here again. And I suspect she wasn't alone like that. And I think there were so many people, Keith, who became horse racing fans in 04 that came back, and including our good friend Trish Bowman, who was here yesterday with her dad. That's how she got into the game as an 11-year-old. Now she's in her mid-20s working in the business down at Laurel Park.
Well, hard to imagine the emotions that were going through Pat Chapman here yesterday, and Caton Brader, who was part of the broadcast crew, had a chance to catch up with Pat and talk about the big day.
I would imagine that today will be another one of those amazing memories.
It will be. It's every bit what I hoped it would be. I'm so pleased. You know, you hear the crowd, you hear these people. This is why I wanted to do it, because they helped make it the horse who he is, and I wanted to thank them one more time.
Well, Dick, not only did Smarty show up, but Pat brought the two trophies, the Kentucky Derby and Preakness Trophy, and I have to say, I was pretty jealous. You and Neil Hartman had a chance to hang out with those two trophies right at the desk.
We did. Ashley brought them over to our set, and we got to actually hang with them for a brief period of time. That's as close as we'll ever get.
That's pretty close.
Derby and the Preakness Trophy. Yeah, I mean, it was just phenomenal. Look, there's a lot of people that made this happen, but the main man who made this happen, the guy who had the idea, was our Bruce Casella. He approached Pat Chapman and said, look, what do you think? It's a 15-year anniversary. Smarty's back in Pennsylvania. What do you think? We bring him on Smarty Jones Day. And Pat thought about it. And she'd always kind of wanted to do something like this, but it was Bruce's idea, and it was so big, and major credit to the racing office for the card they put on with the match series, the Catherine Sophia, the two big stakes races. $4 million in handle.
Big handle.
On Labor Day, which I'm almost certain, and Joe Wilson, I think, confirmed this, is the biggest in the history of the racetrack on Labor Day. And keep in mind, through 2009, the PA Derby was on Labor Day. That's how big it was, and it was twice the handle of Labor Day last year. Racing was part of it. Smarty Jones' appearance was a huge part.